It's Monday, November 17th, 2025, and time for your Monday market update. Thanks for watching. Let's take a quick look at our McHenry County numbers for the last 7 days. We had 111 new listings. We had 124 under contract. Now, more under contract than newly listed in the middle of November. Now, that is a good thing. We had 96 closed sales, 47 price changes, 1 expired, and 30 currently on the private network. Now, according to MRAD, we have our prices in the Midwest in our area, so northwestern, Chicago, northern Illinois area, we still have our prices beating last year by $30,000. That's an 8% increase year over year. Now, affordability is still the thing that everyone is talking about nationwide, but we are in one of the most affordable areas of the country. So our market is still doing pretty well. We don't have as many homes sold year over year. So we're definitely trailing, according to MRAD data. Closed sales have trailed last year for the last 20 weeks. However, homes under contract have surpassed modestly last year, and showing activity is similar to what we had in 2021. Now, remember, this time in 2022, I always love looking at the data from 2022 and 2023. This time in 2022, we saw showings tank as mortgage rates approached 5% for the first time in a very long time, which now we would kill for 5%. But it's just fun to look at those numbers and be like, oh my gosh, we were like freaking out that mortgage rates were 5%, and now at low sixes, we're like, oh my gosh, can we please get a 5? So interest rates are modestly improving slowly. We've got some new thoughts from various economists. I know that FHFA is considering portable or assumable mortgage as a way to combat affordability issues. The portable mortgages mean you can take your loan with you when you go buy your next house. So if you have a 3% interest now at your current house, you would take that interest rate to your next house, but it's not very likely to occur because it's really difficult to have that happen because your loan is based on the value of the home that you're buying. And so if you're buying a different house, how does that work? So that's kind of a question mark and probably not very likely. Assumable mortgages are another thing that they are looking at. Now, some mortgages are already assumable, but that's also kind of a mixed bag. It's not as easy as it sounds, and that's kind of more complicated. So those are just some things that were brought up in response to President Trump's suggestion of a 50-year mortgage, which was last week. Now, we have the government is back open as of last week, and so we're going to be getting some job numbers that we have been waiting on, and some information will be coming to us that will impact our market as well. But as of right now, mortgage rates are pretty much where they've been. They're coming down very, very slowly. National Association of Realtors came out with their predictions for 2026. They predict a housing market comeback in 2026. Now, consider the source. This is also a bunch of realtors that we're all like hoping and praying that 2026 is going to be the greatest year since 2021. But we have yet to see if that will happen. The reason they think it will be great is because we have steady job growth and lower rates that will fuel a sales surge. So lots of hope about a 2026 sort of revival in our real estate market with lots more transactions happening. Now, every year that new loans get written, we do have that many less people with the very low interest rates, but we still have a lot of people that are locked in under 5% or 4%. And those people are not very motivated to move unless something happens. Now, an interesting take on what we will expect in 2026 is that there's this huge difference between the haves and the have-nots. We have a lot of have-nots. And those people, first-time home buyers, people without equity in their homes, are really struggling to break into the housing market, whereas people who already own a home are able to use the equity that they've built up over the last few years in order to buy the next home. So we anticipate the National Association of Realtors, Dr. Lawrence Yun is the chief economist for the National Association of Realtors. He predicts that sales in the $750,000 to $1 million price range are going to see some of the largest gains. So our luxury market could be seeing a real surge next year, and we could see a lot more homes transacting over $750,000, which in our area is considered a luxury sale. So of course, it's really difficult for people who are struggling in this market, and the further apart we have, the difference between the haves and the have-nots is never good, historically speaking, and especially when it comes to housing. So we have tighter inventory in the lower price points in our area. We've talked about this, a tale of two markets, that under 400,000 is still very, very tight market. We're still seeing rapid sales. We're still seeing multiple offers and homes selling very rapidly. And then over 700,000, there's a bit more to choose from. But there's also more buyers that are in that market because their stocks are doing well, and we've got people in the higher income levels that are doing quite well still. So 2026 could be a great year for real estate, depending on where your price bracket is. We also have first-time home buyers still being the oldest that they've ever been, with a median age of 40. And it's only 21% of our buyers in the market right now, well below the 40% norm. So normally in a regular market, we have 40% of the buyers participating in the market are first-time home buyers. Right now, that number is only 21%. So our market is strong. We are seeing our market here in the Midwest, especially in McHenry County, going really strong into the holidays. And we expect that to continue. And we'll see what 2026 brings, but it sounds like it's going to be a great year for real estate. If you have any more questions or specifically want to know what your house is worth, please call me. I'm at 815-529-0777. I'm always happy to come by your home and give you an equity analysis on your home. So reach out if you need help. Hope you have a great rest of your Monday. Bye-bye.